Hi guys, so I've hauled some new books. Some books are there already. It's been a long time I've not had a updated Kindle haul or Kindle for like what's to be in my TBR to be read. So I have this Lauren Asher's Love Unwritten, which I have not read. I have not read any of her, only the fine print I've read. So I definitely have this book to read. Laura Legurke, she's one of my favorite Regency romance authors. I have her Laura Not So Innocent. I have still to read these. The Highlander series is one of my all-time favorite series. I had the physical copy. I've still I might reread them, so I already got it. When I moved from Dubai, I had to sell a lot of my books, so I may sell and gift to people. So I had not I had given up all of these. So this is one of my favorite author, and this book I still remember. I'd gone to a bookshop and I'd asked one girl was also in the romance section, and we had a chat, and I recommended her my favorite like Julia Quinn, Laura Legurke, and she recommended this series, and I binged it and loved it. Kinokonia in Dubai, and then Bridgerton. I have all the books I've read. This is something I've picked up as new, Zodiac Academy. Means it's to my in my TBR, so I'm excited to read these. All right, definitely. Do leave me in the comments. Should I read the actor or the Coat of Thorns and Roses first series or this series? Because I think this is much easier. I've never read fantasy, so I'm a little worried to go into actor right away. So I thought I might try this and then go into it. Let's see. Then this is something I'm not very proud to download, but then it's sometimes most of the reactions are worse. So since it's on Kindle Unlimited, I just thought let's indulge and let's try it. And definitely I'll share the review. Means what I've read about it, it seems very crappy, but here I am trying to in this channel to read some not that good books as well and showcase to you, and then some very good books as well. So far I've only shown my favorites. This LJ Sean has been my favorite since Truly Madly Deeply. I already have ordered the new one, the second. I think this is the kids books which I will be reading. First I have to read the parents book. The parents books are these. So once I'm done, this is a good series to indulge in as well, and I think LJ Sean writes well, so I have a book's amazing. Then I have this this is something the bonus. I heard a couple of my favorite Instagrammers talk about it, so I've downloaded it. Let's see how that goes. You know about my obsession with Gabriel Sands. I have all her books and I've read already only two more to go, and again another two books from Gabriel Sands. Then goes this is something I heard from a couple of people talk about, so I thought let's download and check them out. The same with this Ali Hazelwood Bride I have or bought, so I want to read it. Vampire and Werewolves, Truly Madly Deeply, definitely highly recommend this book. Cruel King, highly recommend reading this. George Martin's I love this. It keeps opening. I mostly read it in my all the books in Kindle, but for showcasing purpose I'm showing you this my iPad. So the Fire and Blood is the House of Dragon. I definitely want to read. I've loved the Targaryen history and all of this. I love the show as well, so I got this book. Then Elsie Silver's her two books. I've never read it, so this is another series. I have not read any of Elsie Silver's book. Might need to try it. Then I have the whole Rena Kent universe. This series was my favorite. Also Elite series, the parents books. Definitely I like it more than the kids book. Then I've downloaded through Kindle Unlimited some of these. This I'm not sure I will be reading, so I'm gonna delete it. Then Reign of King, Rise of Queen. This is I think Jonathan's story. I want to read it. Again some Rena Kent. Then God of Malice. This is the Rena Kent, the dark romance started from this for me. And then goes some more books. Harry Potter, Laura Legurke, her books. She's one of my top favorite authors for Regency romance. Highly recommend all her books. So I've downloaded that. I have some books of hers. Then of course the Throne of Glass and Sarah J. Maas couple of her books which I want to indulge. Then Barbara Cartland, she's my favorite Regency romance, her books. And then goes this Kathy Maxwell. She's one of my favorite romance books authors as well. Do try her if you're looking for Regency romances. This is a series I've not tried, so I want to try. Then again, some more from Elsie Silva. I've downloaded, bought so many of her books. I had a good deal, so I got these books, but I don't know. I've not even read one book of hers, but only read reviews. So I definitely want to try. This Bloody Tainted Lies is about a mafia romance. I just read a little bit. I really was not engrossed in the story, but I've kept it. Maybe we'll read. This is a nice romance of pirate romance. I love pirate romances. Thief of Hearts was my favorite pirate romance, and looking forward to this. Again, Elsie Silvers. I don't know how many books of hers I have. I need to get into her books as well. Again, Kathy Maxwell. This is Laura Lee. Some of her older books, and these two are her new books, which I still need to try. May still need to read. Julia Quinn. I've read all her books. This is just for collection purpose. This is another series I want to start reading as well. And this is Once the Onyx, the third book I've pre-ordered. Then I'll go indulge in it. This is something again I heard about. And this is about I think vampire. Yes, vampire romances is another of my favorite. This is King the whole Anna Wong. She's the one who made me into little darker romances. Of course, 50 Shades was the first thing I read. Then this is her Twisted series was the first series. This series I've not read, so still have to read. And then If We series also I have not read, so I want to read that as well. And The Hopeless is I think this all are Colleen Hoover's, the contemporary. I have not read it yet. This two I have already read. And then Never Never, all of these Colleen and Lauren Asher I've not read. The Regretting You, all of this. Reminders of Him I have read. Too Late, also not read. Without, all of these. Sydney Sheldon Bloodline has been one of my favorite when I was growing up. My best friend, I think her dad had these books, two of them, Sydney's Bloodline and what was the other, The Sands of Time. And we were very young, 10th grade. I love those two books a lot. And then my dad had this Jeffrey Archer's Cain and Abel and Prodigal Daughter. Those two were another favorite of mine. And Shall We Tell the President. Then Load to Love, Stuck With You. I've still not tried Ali Hazelwood in books, so I think the first will be The Bride. Then I'll go. This is a series in Amazon Prime. I loved it, so I thought I'll read it as well. I have all of Ali Hazelwood book also. Don't know when I'll read them. Don't know means they're all to be read. Definitely they will be read. And then I have the Lauren Asher's as well. Some more books. I liked her way of writing as well. But then I stumbled upon Rena Kent Universe and to Dark Romances. It didn't been there. I think I'm going to finish some of these books and then go into those Zodiac Academy and all. No? So now these are some more. This is my first little dark romance I read. Loved all of them. I have the reviews already in my channel. Then the Bridgerton Happily Ever After is the one I've not read. Then the Fine Print, I have the review. These two still. I have these physical copies. And same thing with the Anna Wang. Since I don't live in India, I live abroad, and when I go back to India eventually, I'll have a library with all my favorite books. That's my master plan. I have one room assigned only for my books, and a nice reading chair will have nice setting, and then I'll have the physical books. For now, Kindle Unlimited is all of my favorite things to do. Then again, Laura Ligurke, I mentioned to you, one of my favorite authors. Do read it. Then what is this? This is the Game of Thrones. Don't know when I'll read it, but I got the books. And I got this Kindle, I think it was 6 years back when my daughter was born. This Kindle was supposed to be my one of the push present from my husband, after my daughter was born. And I never read it. I love reading physical book. I was always very skeptical how I will enjoy Kindle. Will I be able to read it from it? Will I feel the same? And I never read in it. I just bought books and kept them. And then I bought physical books. Then we left Qatar. I had to sell them. I felt so sad. And then again I went to India for almost 5 months. I was reading some physical books. Again I had to relieve them because of excess baggage. Then that's the time Kindle came into my life again. Means it was always there in a book, in a drawer. Then finally Kindle, I took my first Kindle and then I started reading. First book I think I read in the Kindle was I think one of Reena Ken's book only. Yeah, I was reading Lauren Asher's The Fine Print, and then I read this God of Malice, and then I read after that the whole Reena Kent universe, and then I read the Twist, Truly Madly Deeply, and then I got into Gabriel Sand's books, and I'm still on that. So then I got used to reading Kindle Unlimited. I got used to. So when get used to some books, that's it. Right, I mean, I start getting used to reading in Kindle now. I don't know how I'll go back to physical books. Anyways, I do read physical books. I'm reading Atomic Habit. Those are intellectual books, the learning books, self-help books. Those I want to read in Kindle Unlimited only, because those books you need to highlight and all. Anyways, let's go back. Then again, we have the Julia Quinn, the Bridgerton series, the Lorelei Gurke. I read all these three. And then they have the Kathy Maxwell, Julia Quinn. Oh my god, these two books from Julia Quinn, must read, even better than the Bridgerton series, I must say. Then I have the Penny Jordan, Lorelei Gurke again. Then some, I don't know why I had downloaded these, because at that time I didn't know if I would be read. These are very early books I bought, but yeah, they are nice books. Pocket Book of Prayers, but all these I would definitely want a physical copy, not these short copies. Again, as I mentioned, all of these books are not supposed to be read this way. They're supposed to be read physical. For me, I think romances are something, or fiction you can read in Kindle, not too much of highlighting. But other books you need. And this is the one I talked about, Thief of Hearts. Oh my god, Terrace Medeiros. I liked her books as well, but this is my top pirate romance. Highly recommend it to you guys if you've not read. Jennifer McKiston is another one of my favorite Regency romances writer. She retired very soon. She wrote only few books and retired. Oh my god, her books are so lovely. Love the story, love the plot. Try her out. Highly recommend. I've not had any of my reviews, because before I used to read like a lot. Before my daughter was born, I used to read like crazy. Then she was born, and then for 6 years there was like a sannata. Like in Hindi we say, it's like no book reading happened. Then I went back to India for 5 months vacation. That's the time I started reading again, staying late. I can't read when she's up, or when anybody like my husband, I'm hearing noise and all. I will not be able to read in peace. But when it comes alone, when I'm alone, in the night, when I can read in peace, I really enjoy reading my books. And then there are some more. I love reading about Joel Austin. I'm a Hindu, but I believe a lot in Jesus as well, so I have many of his books. Then Power of I had already read this. It's a classic. This also I have read. I will need to reread again. Some more Life of Pi, and some more books which are in my to be read. So this is my recent Kindle video. What's in my Kindle. I hope you enjoy. Watch it. Take care.